Welcome back to an episode of Kate and Isaiah Living Large. I'm Isaiah.
I'm Kate.
And on this episode, we're going to talk about the obesity divide. But before we get into that, what's new? What's the haps? What day does this come out?
I don't know. Is this Dooryard week?
This is Dooryard week. This is the week.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yes.
And that means if you're listening to this on Wednesday, tomorrow night, Thursday, I'm going to be in Woodstock at the Best Western opening for my dear friend James Mullinger at my favorite place in the world, Dooryard Arts Festival, and it's going to be so good.
That's exciting. I hope once this comes out, I hope you have a Dooryard crush and everything is all fun and games.
Yeah. Maybe somebody will spot me on stage on Thursday night.
Oh my God.
And they'll like it when I twerk. When I'm demonstrating how a bidet works.
Maybe you'll leave your glasses behind somewhere, and I don't know.
I can't see without them.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I can, but I can see you.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
I can't see us on the screen though.
Oh my goodness. Well, I can barely see us on the screen.
Oh, my glasses are dirty.
But yeah, Dooryard. That's exciting. It's Dooryard week.
Best time of the year.
Heck yeah. It's also the week that my sister's getting married.
That's right.
That's right. On the Saturday. It's Moonlight Bazaar weekend.
Yeah, very exciting.
Oh my goodness. It's a week. It's a
big week in St. John, New Brunswick.
Big week in New Brunswick in general.
Yeah. Big week for us.
Yes. What do you got coming after Dooryard? Anything?
I have no idea.
No idea. Oh,
I have no clue what's coming after Dooryard. Other than Amanda's wedding, I don't think I have many bookings. September, I'm going to Campbellton again, but not to perform, but to participate in a documentary.
Of the
festival. Yeah.
Nice.
And I'll be there for the festival, which is awesome. I love that place.
Heck yeah, that's the
Awesome Festival.
Festival, yes.
Yeah. So it's very exciting.
Heck yeah.
Let's get into it.
All right, let's talk about it.
So the obesity divide. I found this article, came out just last week, out of Britain, talking about how there's a study of 55 million people in Great Britain, where the obesity rate has increased from 26% in 2019 to 30% in 2025, which is a pretty astronomical rise. And we've talked about various factors that have contributed to that. Like, the pandemic, people sitting at home, not going to gyms and stuff, and how that proliferated over that time. Now, what this study has also determined is that there's a real divide, hence the name of the episode, between rich and poor. And the poor people are feeling the effects of obesity much more than rich people, and also age. Young people in their 20s and a little bit into their 30s are increasing in levels of obesity more so than their older counterparts.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, a few things there. That basically synopsizes what we had read.
Yeah. So the thing that I kind of knew going into the article and already understood is that, poor people are more likely to be obese. And then the article kind of went deeper into it than just, your income determines it. They talk about because of your income, you're more likely to live in areas that have more fast food restaurants and less parks, and it's less walkable. So typically people are driving more often, that kind of thing, or
taking transit more frequently, because they're talking about the density of Great Britain versus New Brunswick or something like that. You're in a bit of a different thing. And we've talked about this before, and this doesn't explicitly say this in the article, but a lack of education on how to buy healthier choices in the grocery store and actually make good food.
Yeah.
You can buy a stew pack for pretty cheap, but if you don't know how to chop up turnip and potatoes and carrots
turn it into
a stew, well, that's no good to you. That's
true.
Basically paperweights that rot.
Yeah. And I mean, the difference between what is available in grocery stores can vary a lot between neighborhoods too, right?
Absolutely.
Your richer neighborhoods, you're more likely to find much more fresh fruits and vegetables and stuff.
Right, because people can afford them.
Right.
You know,
So that leads to it too, right? Is that you're going whatever grocery store you're going to, and if you're going to the local grocery store, well, and it wouldn't be local, probably more than it would be in your neighborhood grocery store.
right?
You're that whatever choice you have in that neighborhood is what you're more likely going for.
Right.
You're not taking a bus to, you know, the richest neighborhood to go to their grocery store.
Well, no, and you can even see that locally too. Like, I don't know if you've gone to like the superstore by Rosse Avenue and then the superstore in Rosse.
I've not been to the superstore in Rosse.
And it's not terribly different. Like, there's largely the same stuff.
Typically around.
But it's their prepackaged foods and stuff that definitely have appeal to a different
That's fair
demographic. Because, you know, you could, and I don't even think it's the store's fault. I think they're appealing to the people who are going into the store and their own.
Yeah, whatever the marketing says, what people are buying in that area.
There's lots of reasons to beat up on Superstore, but this isn't necessarily one of them.
We have to go to, so Sobeys is interesting too. So like the West Side Sobeys never carries jalapenos, but the North End one does.
Weird. Oh, I'll actually.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Demographically.
Weird. Yeah, well, it is a little weird. I don't know, like, maybe it's just the taste of what's going on, what we put in our foods, right?
Yeah, but when you think North End, not that jalapeno is so out there as an ingredient, but a lot more immigrant populations are moving to the North End versus West Side or other parts of community. But I thought this article was interesting for a few reasons. One, we've talked about that kind of divide between rich and poor before, and education and all of those things, but it also kind of encapsulated like the degree to which it's shifted.
Yes, like a number to it is
it's sort of shocking, you know, like when you parlay that into our own demographics here. People who are poor are a lot more likely to have to walk to places to get there because our transit is not as...
Transit does suck.
Well, it's for a population that should be bigger.
Yeah.
I don't think, you know, I don't denigrate the city for doing the best they can with their limited dollars and a massive land mass.
Yeah.
But it's such an interesting thing. And then the other thing is the drugs.
Yes.
So you're seeing less of an increase in older people and wealthier people because they're the ones who can afford without insurance coverage to pay full price for the obesity drugs.
That's true too.
The Wegovy's and the Mounjaros
and get a gym membership and all that stuff. And then again, if you're in a richer neighborhood, you're more likely to be near a nice green park where it's actually nice to walk and stuff like that.
Well, in New Brunswick, you're almost everybody's near a green park,
but it's a different type of park between there. You could be walking in the North End in a park. It's a different.
Yeah, I know, but it is a very walkable place in that way. Like, there's lots of people out for walks in the North End, and yes, I get to see like compared to like the south side of London.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Which is where the study's from. I think there's lots more green space in New Brunswick.
Period. Yes. There is. Yes.
And a lot more walkable.
Yeah. Our city is relatively more walkable than most places.
Yeah. It's not hard to get to anywhere lovely. Like, it's a very lovely place.
Yes.
And it's not overpopulated.
No.
So there's space.
Yeah.
So that is, you know, different from what the study would suggest. The other interesting thing that popped out is that earlier this year, Britain banned some advertising on junk food.
Yeah, you were saying I haven't read that yet, but yeah.
And it's like, you can advertise your brand, but not specifics. You're not allowed to advertise buy one, get ones.
That makes sense.
For fast food.
Well, they had gotten rid of the like, even in America, a while back, they had gotten rid of the you want to supersize it thing, right?
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they don't ask that anymore. They're not allowed to ask that anymore.
Are you sure? Because I think they just have to ask what size do you want.
Yeah, what size do you want? They don't say you want supersize it. They
just say
what size do you want. Yeah.
And so one of the things that this article discusses how there's like for companies that have such a recognizable brand, you can still see the golden arches.
Yeah.
Even if they're not saying 2 quarter pounders with cheese for $9.99 or whatever it is, their brand is so recognizable that they have an unfair advantage in the marketplace now.
Yeah.
Comparatively to other places.
Brands. Yeah. I mean, I guess this is kind of the same with like sort of like alcohol. They can't advertise like with people drinking.
Right.
They can't like if you know it, you'll see it. But like in beer ads, no one ever takes a drink of beer.
It's true.
They all just have it in their hand.
Good time. And there's time limits or times of day, much like alcohol advertising, that you can advertise junk food.
Yeah.
Very interesting. The things that company or that governments are trying in different places. And part of me thinks, oh, none of it's going to work. You know, I don't know what.
Here lies the bigger problem. Everything we push, most advertising we talk about is advertising specifically on TV. And you know, the young folk don't watch TV anymore.
Well, I suspect it has pop-up internet ads included in the legislation for newer things.
Sometimes it doesn't, though. Sometimes they don't think when they do. I don't know the legislation
and
about
maybe
it.
They can't regulate it the same way because it's not jurisdictional.
Right. Well, they can't. You can regulate in your own.
Yeah, that's right.
You can regulate within a country because they like what they discuss social media in Australia and they're talking about in England and here like this. Yeah. So, I mean, you can do that, but it depends. Sometimes they don't think about doing that they're like, oh, on TV, you can't advertise this.
Yeah.
And then, but
I'd be interested to know what the legislation looks like.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point. But you can't have cigarette ads.
Correct. You cannot have cigarette ads.
No. If we haven't gone back that far, even though the legislation would have been only for TV and radio and that came into play.
Yeah, there would have been some sort of supersede thing. I'm sure if you in the legislation, it's like built like a.
I doubt that they thought ahead to the internet.
No, but it's probably built in now, right? They probably built it into the after time because I'm sure there's been advertising for cigarettes on internet before. I just don't recall it.
I've never seen it.
I don't recall it, but
I've never seen a Camel ad in the.
No, you never seen a Camel ad? No,
saw one in the magazines, but
yes, in magazines. There was all time magazines, long time.
But interesting stuff. It's I don't know what the answers are. If I did, I'd be fit and rich. But
yeah, I know the advertising is definitely a one way to target things. But you're right. The other side is you're kind of hindering the market. You're kind of helping the people that have already been established continue to control and not allow any competition to break through.
Yeah, and I don't know, and maybe the competition in the fast food realm should not be allowed to break through. Maybe if
this is true,
you know. And then I guess it gets into like, well, what's healthy then? Okay, is Subway allowed to advertise? But then there's like that court case in Ireland or something that basically proved that
a foot long was a foot long. Or...
that the bread at Subway is a confectionery.
It's considered a cake. Yeah.
So I suspect there's some tricky.
Yeah, I'm sure there are companies that will maneuver around it. They're never legislation is never airtight for
anything
a long time.
Yeah,
but it is interesting because like your advertising does like if you're advertising McDonald's at lunch, I'm sure that does entice some people to get McDonald's at lunchtime.
You know what entices people to get McDonald's? Having it once. And then honestly, I fell into a McDonald's trap in the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Just not what I needed, which is not anything that a trap that I should not have fallen into. But I got it once because it looked so, I think somebody talked about it at work or something. And I was like, oh yeah, I definitely want that. And then I have gotten it 2 more times since.
I never get a craving for McDonald's.
Me neither.
Even like I can have a burger from McDonald's, but whatever, it's a burger from it. I don't like.
I don't know why.
Food.
It's like the whole the fries are so good.
Now deluxe French fries and fish. If I have it once, I'm like, I need it again.
I haven't had that since I was in the 6th grade.
Or that BAP Nudes next by my
That was
work.
very
Oh my
good.
god, it's so good.
Yeah, that is very good. I did try it after you recommended
So
it.
good. I'm a little addicted to that one.
I can see that. But you can have that. It's like, I don't know. I'm not saying it's super healthy, but it's
healthier.
It's healthier.
Yeah, it is. It is healthier than
You can make it healthier the more vegetables you add and the less deep fried chicken you add.
But yeah, I think there is a interesting that study was kind of interesting in the fact that it does talk about the rise, like how quick the rise happened.
Yeah,
comparatively to other years, and it also talks about in that study. It also talked about how the obese parents tend to have obese children.
right. And then is it because the lifestyle is that of which perpetuates obesity, or is it genetics, or is it a combination of the two?
A combination of both. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Right.
It's So I mean, it makes sense. It is hard for generations to pull themselves out of.
Much like it's hard to pull out of generational poverty, it's hard to pull out of generational obesity.
Yeah.
Hard to,
It's not possible, but it is much, much more difficult.
100%. Especially when the factors
against you
are probably genetic in a lot of cases.
Yeah, very much so. So it is, it's interesting. I would be interested to see, in the article, it obviously it starts from 2019 and then it says to 2026. So I would be interested to see just the numbers between 2019 and 2020, or maybe 2021, just to kind of see what factor, like how
the lockdowns and all that, whether it rose most of that in those first 3 years or whatever.
Maybe that big chunk is.
Yeah, I suspect it probably is.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. The article didn't really have those numbers in it
because it's you're not going to do that every year.
It's a very
55 million people.
Yeah. But I suspect that if you dug deep into those numbers, it probably a good chunk of the obesity happened during lockdown. And
because as when we had Dr. Mike on, said a few years ago, the easiest way to lose weight is to never gain it.
Right.
Because once you have it, it's almost, I don't want to say it's almost impossible, but
it is hard to, it's easy to gain, hard to lose.
100%. So once you have it on, not easy to get off, as we well know.
As we talk about all the time.
Yeah. But at any rate, anything else you'd like to add?
No, I mean, I'll put the link to the article in the description as usual, for those of you guys that are interested in reading more about it. I always encourage you guys to go and read the articles that we talk about when they come up, and comment about what you read or what you think. Yeah, it's always a good time in the comment section when people comment stuff. But where can people find us on the internet?
You can find us at Kate and Isaiah Living Large on Instagram and Facebook. Where can people find you?
At Maritime Brews on all the social medias. Of course, you can help us improve our lighting, our sound, all the fun stuff here at Buy Me a Coffee. That's still going on. Or you can go ahead and you can like, share, subscribe wherever you listen or watch this at. It definitely goes a long way to helping as well. But until next week, bye.